गुड आफ्टरनून डियर स्टूडेंट। आज हम लोग कैपेसिटर रिलेटेड न्यूमेरिकल सॉल्व करेंगे। तो प्रॉब्लम 1, इन द सर्किट शोन इन द फिगर बिलो कैलकुलेट द टोटल और इफेक्टिव कैपेसिटेंस बिटवीन ए एंड बी, कैलकुलेट द टोटल चार्ज, फाइंड द चार्ज अक्रॉस ईच कैपेसिटर्स and also calculate the voltage across each capacitors. In the circuit shown in this figure, we are seeing that three capacitors of 2 microfarad, 3 microfarad and 6 microfarad are connected in series between A and B. So here all three capacitors are connected in series. What we have the formula for the effective capacitance in series connection is 1 by C equivalent equals to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. If we simply put the value of C1, C2, C3 in this equation, we get 1 by C equivalent equals to 1. This implies that C equivalent is equal to 1 farad. So this is the effective capacitance for this circuit, and this is the effective capacitance between the terminal A and B. Similarly, next, the total charge in the circuit is, we have the formula of total charge Q equals to C equivalent into V. This implies that Q equals to C equivalent is equal to 1 microfarad and supply voltage, given supply voltage 10 volt, therefore Q equals to 1 into 10, that is 10 microcoulomb. We know that for a series circuit, charge across each capacitor is the same and equal to the total charge in the circuit. Therefore, charge accumulated in capacitor C1 is 10 microcoulomb. Similarly, charge accumulated in capacitor C2 is 10 microcoulomb, and the charge accumulated in capacitor C3 is 10 microcoulomb. Next, we have to calculate voltage across each capacitors. If we are simply put the value of Q and C1 in the equation V1 equal to Q by C1, we get V1 is equal to 5 volt. Voltage across capacitor C2 is V2 equal to Q by C2, that is 3. This is approximately 3.33 volt, and the voltage across capacitor C3 is V3 equals to Q by C3. This equals to approximately 1.7 volt. Next, in the problem 2, in the circuit shown in the figure below, calculate the effective capacitance between A and B, calculate the total charge, find the total voltage across each capacitors, and also calculate the charge in each capacitors. So here in this circuit shown in the figure, we are seeing that here three capacitors are connected in parallel between A and B. Given capacitance C1 is equals to 2 microfarad, C2 is equal to 3 microfarad, and C3 is equal to 6 microfarad. Here all three capacitors are connected in parallel. Therefore, we have the required formula. C equivalent in parallel combination is C1 plus C2 plus C3. We get 2 plus 3 plus 6 microfarad, and this gives 11 microfarad. Therefore, C, that is effective capacitance between A and B, is 11 microfarad. Next, we have to calculate total charge in the circuit. We have formula Q equals to C equivalent into V. If we simply put the value of C equivalent and V in the supply voltage, we get 11 into 10 equals to 110 microcoulomb. But we are know that in parallel circuit voltage across each capacitor is same and equal to the total voltage in the circuit. That is, voltage across capacitors C1 equals to voltage across capacitor C2. This is equal to voltage across capacitor C3, and this is also equals to the supply voltage. That is, V equals to V1 equals to V2 equals to V3, where V1, V2, V3 are the voltage drop, a potential drop across capacitor C1, C2 and C3 respectively. We have supply voltage 10 volt Therefore, potential drop across capacitor C1 is also 10 volt, and similarly the potential drop across capacitor C2 is also 10 volt, and the potential drop across capacitor C3 is also 10 volt. Next, we have to calculate the charge in each capacitors. To calculate the charge in capacitor C1, we have the required formula Q1 equals to C1 into V. If we simply put the value of C1 and V, we get 2 into 10, that is 20 microcoulomb. This is the charge accumulated in capacitor C1. Similarly, the charge in capacitor C2 is Q2 equals to C2 into V. This gives 3 into 10, that is 30 microcoulomb. Similarly, charge in the capacitor C3 is Q3. This gives Q3 equals to C3 into V. This gives 6 into 10, that is 60 microcoulomb. Problem 3. Find the effective capacitance across A and B in the circuit given below. So in this circuit shown in the figure, we have see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 capacitors are connected in a different way. Here 4 identical capacitors are connected. Here 5 identical capacitors are connected in this network or in these systems. First, we have to calculate the effective capacitance between E and B. That is, we have to calculate the effective capacitance between B point and E point, that is in this point. So here we are seeing that two capacitors having capacitances C and C are connected in series, and these two capacitors is also connect to this capacitor in parallel combinations. Therefore, the effective capacitance between E and B will be CEB equals to C by 2 plus C, because these two capacitors are connected in series, and this gives the effective capacitance C by 2, and this C by 2 effective capacitance is connected in to these capacitors in parallel combinations. Therefore, this also gives the effective capacitance 3C by 2. Redraw the circuit in simple form. We get, if we want to redraw the circuit, the above circuit, we get the simplification circuit these types. Therefore, the equivalent capacitance across A and B is, therefore the effective capacitance between A and B will be, here in this circuit we have seen that these two capacitors are connected in series, and these series combinations of capacitors are connected in parallel to these capacitors. Therefore, the effective capacitance between A and B will be C effective equals to C plus 3 by 5 C. This gives C equivalent between A and B equals to 8 by 5 C. This gives C equivalence equals to 1 by 6 C. This is the effective capacitance between A and B.